All right, what's up, y'all? I've been thinking about this whole John Cena storyline for a while, and I've been trying to figure out where this is going because a lot of people think Cena's going to win at WrestleMania. Some people think he's going to win at SummerSlam. Some people think he's going to win the Chamber, and then somewhere in between there, win the world. There's so many ways they could go. Now, originally, when Cena first announced that he was retiring, I wanted him to go through it this entire year of just not losing. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see 2010, orange shirt, you can't see me, the Nexus suck, Zack Ryder. I wanted to see John Cena bury everybody one more time. Obviously, we're not getting that. But what I think we're getting might be something that we've never seen from Cena before. Now, if you remember, after Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble, Cena had a post-show conference thing at the media scrum thing. And he didn't take any questions, which was astonishing to me regarding the first time he was out there. He wanted to ask, he was letting everyone ask as many questions as they want. He was like going over his time, he kept saying. But this time he doesn't answer any questions. He just cuts one of the most serious promos I've ever seen from him. And it's really just him being the most selfish we've seen him in years. Just saying, I'm getting in the chamber. I'm not qualifying for it. I've done enough for the company. I'm in it. And I'm going to win it. And he's dipped. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it was more than that, what he said. But that was the main gist of what he said. He was entering the chamber. He was not going to qualify for it. He qualified for it already because he's John damn Cena. And I'm like, okay, this could go somewhere. But I kind of really didn't think about it that much right after the promo. I did remember just watching it and be like, this is serious. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this is the most serious we've seen him. It's like, usually this whole time we've been seeing him smiling and just soaking in everything for the last time. But this was like very early in this run. He's like already at a fed up point. And in my head, I'm like, okay, if he's already fed up right now, if it takes him longer than what a lot of people think to get the world championship, he's only going to get more and more angry. You know, he's not, if he's starting here already, the progression for this, if it progresses, which it should, obviously, is going to be ridiculous if he's already this mad this early. You know, like he just lost the Rumble. His feet just hit the ground, goes in the ring, hugs Jay, respect, hustle, loyalty, do. He did the whole thing. And then a switch just flipped as soon as the mic got in front of him. So I'm like, okay, where's this possibly going, you know? Now, what I'm thinking is Cena isn't going to win the world championship until SummerSlam. And I'm saying this because, one, I think he's going to lose the chamber. I think he's going to be a finalist with CM Punk. Punk's going to pin him. 1, 2, 3. Punk goes on. Cena loses again. Then he gets another media scrum. Now this is where he starts to get like obviously more irritable, you know, and hopefully this leads to more on-screen promos like on Raw and SmackDown, stuff like that. Because even though he said he cleared the schedule, apparently he's like in damn Budapest filming a movie or something. Whatever I don't know what he's doing, but he's not on TV. So hopefully this leads to him being on TV more. But I don't care where he really cuts this promo. This one is going to be like, okay, because I don't think he's winning the chamber anymore. I don't. And part of me doesn't want him to because, like, think about it. And it's something I guess I wasn't really using my brain thinking about. Like, Cena's going to be here for a while until his last run. You know what I'm saying? We're not even halfway through his retirement tour. If Cena wins the world championship right now, how are we going to get, like, a captivating story for the rest of the time that he's here? Because I ain't going to lie to you. If Cena wins the world championship right now, the only story is just him having the world championship. And then if he loses, he's still here because he still has like 32 dates or something. So it doesn't really matter. So in my head, I'm like, all right, we got to stretch this on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So if he does win the world championship, which I do think he will, there's obviously there's a scenario in which he doesn't, which I'm not happy about because I feel like I don't want that to be a reality, you know? I think we're doing all of this. I think he should win the world championship at some point. He don't have the long run. He don't have to do all this stuff. He can win the world championship and then get cashed in on by someone who wins the Money in the Bank match. Someone who's qualified for it. And when I say qualified, I don't mean being in a match. I mean someone who deserves a world title run, not just giving the title back to freaking Seth Rollins or something. I love Seth Rollins, but like, bro, at some point we have to start giving these world championships to people who like will actually work from them. Seth Rollins is a made man, one of the greatest of all time, okay? He does not need a world championship run. I barely think Drew McIntyre needs one. CM Punk being world champion, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm more in this thing of like putting it on Braun Breaker, putting it on Carmelo Hayes, who God needs a bone and needs a bone quick. Putting on LA Knight, putting it on someone who needs it, who needs something to like boost them up to the next level because of piss poor booking or just mediocre booking by Triple H. But the way I'm looking right now with Cena, he's going to lose at Chamber. He goes to WrestleMania. I don't know who he wrestles at WrestleMania. I don't know, because there are rumors that he's going to fight Cody at WrestleMania, but it's like, okay, if Punk wins the Chamber, then Punk's going to fight Cody. So Cena's going to have to fight somebody. We all heard the Cena and Logan Paul stuff. Listen, I don't want to see a Cena and Logan Paul match. I honestly never want to see Logan Paul wrestle again. It's bad enough he's in the Chamber match, but it is what it is at this point. If we have to get through Cena fighting Logan at Mania, okay. Then you have the scenario of Logan Paul beating Cena, which might be somewhat worse. I don't think Logan Paul should ever have a pinfall victory over John Cena, but I have no control over that. But now it's like, okay, how do we get to SummerSlam then? If Cena loses all these big matches, loses the Chamber, loses that Mania, how in the world do we get to SummerSlam? And realistically, just by being John Cena. You know how Charlotte can come out and just get a title shot? That's why it was so stupid that she won the Rumble. Cena has to be able to tap into that Cena in the Bank contract that we all know that he has. And whoever comes out the champion at WrestleMania, I don't care if Cody loses. Whoever comes out champion after WrestleMania, whether it be the world champion, probably being Jey Uso, or I assume Cody will still be Universal Champion after Mania. I don't think anyone's going to beat him, unless it's Rock. And I don't want to talk about that right now, but at this point right now, SummerSlam, he can fight any one of the world champions, but that is going to be the point where he wins. Because I really wanted Cena versus Gunther for the world championship. Now, it's very obvious that Jey Uso is probably going to beat Gunther, and then we're at a different point, because I don't want to see Jey versus Cena. That doesn't, at that point, there'll probably be two big faces. The crowd's not going to really pick between one, I don't think. They're probably going to cheer both, which, and at that point, Jey has only been champion for a few months, which is really what I've been predicting about his world championship run. But, we'll talk about that when the time comes. But I need Cena to go against a formidable heel, if he isn't turning heel already. Obviously the progression of him getting angry and angry and angrier with all these post conferences, all these losses, would probably get him to a point of a borderline heel. But if they don't want to do the heel thing and he's just an angry face, then that's cool. But he has to have a heel that's ready to go against him and has enough heat with them, to make this work. This match has to be something where, like, very bad heel, very good face. That's when Cena is at his strongest, And it's very obvious Cena can't really move the way he used to. So if you saw him in the Rumble, he was super duper gassed, you know what I'm saying? So we have to polish this enough. We can't throw him in there with someone who's unproven, who can't carry the match, because Cena can't carry a match anymore. And I think we all know that. But now it's at the point where it's like, okay, we have to figure out how can we get a formidable heel against Cena and get the crowd to be captivated in it beyond just the fact of Cena retiring. We all know Cena's retiring, but if you can build something beyond that and add as many layers to this, because you have time, but as you got to realize, a lot of these things have to go with Triple H booking them. And I made a video a few days ago about how I don't think Triple H is a bad booker. He's much better than Vince. But there are certain things that he does where I'm like, why are we doing this? So I would hope and pray that with this Cena stuff, it's very, I'm trying to think of the right word. I would hope that it's very fragile. And I hope that he realizes that this is the greatest of all time's last title run. You can't have any mess ups here, Now, me saying that, can that change anything? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm just hoping and praying that if anything, if nothing else is looked at as a priority, this should be. And everyone who is a part of this, whether that be Punk, Rollins, Rock, Roman, Jay, Carmelo, Braun, Sheamus, it doesn't really matter. You know, everything about this has to be perfect for Cena to go out, whether that be on his back or to win the world championship and then relinquish it the next night and just be done with it, you know. But we got to see what happens. But yeah, I do not think John Cena will be winning the Chamber. I don't think he'll be winning at WrestleMania. I think at the earliest it will be at SummerSlam, and then you can build from there. Now, if he ends up making it to SummerSlam and he's not world champion, and he loses that too, like, and we move past SummerSlam, he's still not world champion, I don't know what they're doing. You know, I did hear that there are possibly doing a Ruthless Aggression pay-per-view, which is like Cena's send-off pay-per-view, which I will be going to Boston for. I don't care what's going on. I will be clearing my schedule to go to that. You know, I got my John Cena shirt. My girlfriend got me a John Cena shirt for Valentine's Day. I will be going to that. Don't care. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he wins the world championship there. I don't know. I don't even know when that show is. I assume it's probably like the month that he leaves. I don't know. But I don't care when it is. I'm locking in for that. I don't give a darn. I'm going to that, John. But yeah, man, y'all let me know in the comments down below what you guys are thinking, man. Do you think my plan is right about him going to SummerSlam and beating whoever's champion then? I don't know who's going to be champion by the time SummerSlam comes around, but do you think that Cena's never going to win the world championship and we're just going to end it like this? Just let me know. Do you think Cena's going to win the Chamber? You know, I think there's so many different ways they can go with this. I'm just more on the sense of like stretching this out for a while so we get a good story out of it, besides just putting the belt on Cena and be like, okay, now the story is Cena has the belt. We all know Cena has the belt. How are we making this more captivating than just another world title run for Cena? You know what I'm saying? Especially a run that's not really going to be match heavy, because Cena can't really do that anymore. You feel me? So we'll see what happens. But y'all let me know in the comments down below how you feeling. And yeah, man, like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you have not already. Comment down below. Kind of video you mean your next extension. Well, love you guys. Praise God. And I will see you in the next video, man.